Let's start cloning season off right. We got my Clone-X gel or whatever. Grab your rooting hormone of choice. And here is a, red flowering currant. Currant? I can never say it. But anyways, it's about 8 feet tall. But if you look towards the base, see all that like greener looking stuff? Not only is that new growth, it's also an area my dogs like to pee on. So I'm gonna have to cut this anyways as it'll probably die. So we're gonna take our cuttings. If you look, I always cut above the node of the plant and like right here. So you cut above a node. If you cut underneath a node, you're going to leave dieback on the plant you're taking cuttings from, and that's important. But this is what the cuttings are going to look like. We go under a node at an angle, and then we cut off the lower leaves to try to prevent as much photosynthesis as possible. The reason we do that is because when you clone plants like this, you're basically in a race against time for moisture loss. That's also why some people cut the leaves, and you'll see me scraping away a little bit of the base at the bottom. Some people use an X-Acto knife. I like roughing it up a little bit and getting that Clone-X into the crevices and whatnot, and I've had pretty decent success doing so. I'm sure someone out there is not going to like that method. Well, blow me. This is mine, and it works. I'm showing you how to grow and plant these things. So check it out. You see me scraping it up, then I dip it into Clone-X. We're cutting off the lowers, cutting it at an angle underneath a node, leaving a couple leaves up top, dipping it in the Clone-X. And I'm going to just repeat that process with these cuttings. I also did that with the orange trumpet honeysuckle. You can do it with tomatoes. You can do it with our favorite hemp plant. You can do it with all sorts of stuff. They're called stem cuttings. If you want to Google plant propagation through stem cuttings to get more information. Anyways, once it's soaked in for about 20 seconds, I put them in the puck, put them into the reservoir. There's water flowing through that reservoir constantly, trickling water on to where the roots will form. And I will update you as we move that along. The reason you cut 75 degrees underneath or like around the node is because that's where the greatest concentration of undetermined plant cells are. So it ups the success rate of roots forming rather than if you were to cut it on a stem. Although I have cloned on a stem and it does work. Your success rate goes down. I hope all this makes sense. Here's our final product. I got 6 red flowering currants currently cloning, and that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment. Baked Gardening over and out.